Welcome to New York City Visions. I'm your host and fellow New Yorker, Herb Malzman. New York City, this is really not New York City Visions today. Today is a component of New York City Visions. It's BrooQuelyn Visions. But we're in the borough of Queens here in New York City. We're heading to BrooQuelyn. The time right now is going on 1 o'clock. It's about 12:59. It is September 13th, 2012. It is a beautiful, let me say again, beautiful late summer day here in New York City. What we're going to be doing, we're at the Jamaica Terminal, the Long Island Railroad Jamaica Terminal in Queens. It's off Sutphin and Archer Avenue. Sutphin Boulevard and Archer Avenue, you get the LIRR here. You get subways, you head the JFK air train stops here, so you get the Kennedy from here. What we're doing here today is we are going to be boarding the 113 LIRR Long Island Railroad train to the Atlantic Terminal. And at Atlantic Terminal, we are going to be stepping inside Barclays Center. It's at Atlantic and right around Flatbush Avenue, and right there, we'll get the exact address as we go. What stands out about where we're heading today is the Brooklyn Dodgers. Now, Brooklyn is the fourth largest city in America, and that it took from 1958 to right now to have a major pro team in Brooklyn is pretty incredible. The Brooklyn Nets came from New Jersey. They were the Long Island Nets. They moved to New Jersey, the New Jersey Nets. They played in the Meadowlands where the Giants play and the Jets and all that. And this coming season, 2013, they will be playing their home games at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. What's happening today, the first game that's going to be played at Barclays Center will not be the Brooklyn Nets. It will be the Harlem Globetrotters who will be opening up proceedings at Barclays Center, the Harlem Globetrotters. They're going to be here. We're going to be taking a train with them, the train, the 113 to Atlantic Terminal. I see some fellow press people coming through, so I guess I'm on the right track. We're going to be joining the Harlem Globetrotters for their ride to Barclays Center. Then from there, I think there's a press conference, I'm not certain, but that's going to be what we're going to be doing today. I do want to say I wrote a lot of notes. I filled out did a lot of paperwork last night online, checking out the Harlem Globetrotters history, checking out the area. I don't think I mentioned that the Dodgers initially, Ebbets Field, where they played in Brooklyn, only held 32,000 people. So what they did is the Dodgers wanted to move. It was time to move. They were outgrowing the field. They were outgrowing it. They wanted to move to Atlantic Terminal, just around Atlantic Terminal where we're heading now. Robin Moses, who was a city planner and Parks and Recreation Commissioner at the time, thought that it would be too congested. It would cause problems with transportation. So the Dodgers were not allowed. They were turned off from that. And Walter O'Malley, who wanted to stay in Brooklyn, Robert Moses wanted the Dodgers to move to Queens, to Flushing Meadows, where Shea Stadium stood. But they felt, well, we're Brooklyn Dodgers, not the Queens Dodgers, so they were unable to move. So that's where Barclays Center is right now. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming through now. All the guys are coming through now. We'll watch them. There is a lady still on the Harlem. Let me just try. You're with the Harlem Globetrotters? Your name?
Yes, sir. TNT Maddox.
TNT Maddox. Are you the first? I think there was another lady at one time with the team. Are you the first? Or?
Hasn't been one in 20 years.
So you're the second?
Me. Yeah.
Well, and TNT?
TNT. I'm the ninth, actually.
You folks are great. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
The Harlem Globetrotters will be opening Barclays Center on October 7th, where you'll make more money in the NBA, but you'll come nowhere near the legendary status of this team. I mean, I was going to start taking my notes out and kind of fill you in on the area Atlantic Terminal, then fill you in on the Harlem Globetrotters. But as I started in Wikipedia with the Harlem Globetrotters, trying to write some notes down for some talking points. After my fifth or sixth wow, I said, no, this won't work. Let me just tell folks, go to Wikipedia, check out the Harlem Globetrotters, Wikipedia. It's got a great, actually the Globetrotters started in Chicago in 1920, the Savoy Ballroom, I believe it was, and eventually in 1927-28, Abe Saperstein, the founder, moved them to Harlem. So that's how the Harlem Globetrotters got from Chicago to Harlem. So go into Wikipedia, check Wikipedia, and you'll learn all about the Globies. I just see the mascot coming through the Globies. You'll learn about the Harlem Globetrotters, then to read about the Atlantic Terminal and Barclays Center in the area and the BrooQuelyn Dodgers. Again, go to Wikipedia, and they'll get you all straightened out there. So rather than me going through it to take you up my notes and try to filter it, to try to get it done that way, as you're listening, I hope you'll take a moment as you're listening to access Wikipedia for the Harlem Globetrotters and the BrooQuelyn Dodgers and Atlantic Terminal. So that's what's happening. A lot of media showing up. I do want to say this is a day of firsts. I've been doing radio since 1978. I'm using press credentials for the first time since in 36 years. I've never used press credentials before. This is my first time using them. So they were issued to me on September 4th of this year, and NYPD press credentials. So that's what I'm working with today, credentials. I'm going to take a break right now. We're going to go on pause. The team is here. The guys are a lot of media gathering right now. And I'm going to take a pause, and then we're going to get on the train and see if we can do some interviews. But we did get TNT on a little bit. And so that's still later. That's with the Harlem Globetrotters, a player, of course. Okay, again, you're listening to New York City Visions, BrooQuelyn Visions. I'm your host and fellow Brooklynite, Herb Malsman. We're going to break now. We're going to sit it on pause, and we're going to wait to board the train to the 113 from Jamaica Center to Jamaica Terminal. We're at Jamaica Terminal in Queens. We're going to board the 113 and go to Atlantic Terminal in Brooklyn and Barclays Center. Let's pause. Back on for a moment. The guys are working. The guys are working. Do I need this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Do you need more than one?
Just one.
All right.
Okay. All right. So everybody's taking pictures right now, and the guys are working. What do they do with the ball? What's going on with the ball? Spinning the ball. I know it's spinning. I thought that was a technical term. Spinning on the finger. Okay. This is going on. The guys are working out. There are 5 guys here, and the Globies mascot.
With the camera.
You must be Eric.
Yeah,
Herb
I'm Eric.
Malsman. How you
Oh, hey,
doing?
Herb.
How you doing?
Nice to see you.
Eric, hi. You set this whole thing up. How's it going?
It's going fantastic.
Yeah?
We're about to hop on the train here in Jamaica. We have 5 of our world-famous Harlem Globetrotters about to go down and check out the new Barclays Center where we're playing on October 7th.
Right. I was saying in the intro that although you're going to do better financially in the NBA, you're going to come nowhere near the history and the legend of this team.
86 years since 1926 the Globetrotters have been around consecutively. Pretty amazing.
And they started in Chicago.
That's right. Chicago, Illinois.
Savoy Ballroom.
That's right. Savoy Ballroom, yeah.
I've been telling my listeners, don't depend on me to give you records and history. Go to Wikipedia and all that. And where Barclays Center is, that's where the Dodgers were supposed to play. That's where they were going to move in 1958.
That's right. Yeah, exactly right.
Okay, I'm out of your way. Thank you very
All right.
much, Eric. Thank you. And it's a great way to do my first press credential. Okay, so that's Eric Nemeth who set this up. He's doing PR for it. Now we're going to pause, and we're going to take a break, and we'll see you on the train. We're back on for a moment. Let's just see if we can hear some of this.
They left, so that's what we're trying to do this year is keep those memories alive for everybody.
All right, now there's going to be Knicks fans. There's going to be Nets fans. It's okay. We want a rivalry, right? This is good. We can all win behind 2 powerful, proud, prideful fan bases for both teams, right?
And like the Harlem Globetrotters, we bring family entertainment, and not just in the U.S. but around the world. But we're going to be in Brooklyn, and this is the first time in the Barclays Center too. So we just so excited about it.
All right, let's do one more for the camera. Something to the effect of, we got basketball in Brooklyn, all right? Why don't you look right at the camera? We got basketball in Brooklyn. We're up first. How about something like that? Sound good? All right, let's do something to the camera. All right, here we go.
All right, finally we got basketball in Brooklyn, and guess what? The Harlem Globetrotters are going to be there first. So come out and bear witness as we make history.
We're going to bear witness today. We are going to bear witness today. That's what's happening. BrooQuelyn has a pro team. BrooQuelyn has a pro team. Since 1957, again, the fourth largest city in America, BrooQuelyn does not have a professional team in all these years, 68, 78, 88, 98, 50 some odd years, 53, 50, I'm going to count my figures here, so 68, 78, 88, 98, 208, 54 years, almost 54 years without a pro team until now. Okay, let's shut down again. And by the way, this is going to be a two-parter. You folks on YouTube, this is going to be a two-parter. You folks listening to on archive.org, it's a one-parter. Well, no, I think it's going to be a two-parter because it's just going to be a two-parter. So, folks, look for a two-parter on this one on YouTube and archive.org. Okay, that's it. There's a train coming in on track 2, but it's heading to Penn Station. We're waiting on track 3. And track 3, as I'm standing here right now, track 3 is on my right. So as I'm standing here, track 2 is just coming in on my left, and track 3 on my right. Thought I'd for geographical purposes. There you go. Okay, let's stop. And I think the train may be coming in now. So let's pause. Here we go. There are going to be some surprise people on board this train going in, hanging with the Globies. There are five of the guys here. While we're waiting, let's just get some of the guys' names. We already got TNT. We got your name?
I'm Big Easy Lofton from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Big Easy?
Yeah, Lofton, Lofton.
You got it. Okay,
Yes,
Big Easy. You are?
Hammer Harrison.
Hammer Harrison.
And I am from Brooklyn, New York.
All right, Brooklyn.
There you go.
Me too.
Oh, yeah? Okay, definitely. You know, I spent my first half of my life in Brooklyn. I had a good time. Went to Fort Hampton High School.
Right.
You know, and right now we're taking the train. We're going to Atlantic Terminal.
I did my time at George Westinghouse Vocational. I did my time at George Westinghouse Vocational High.
Okay, Westinghouse. All right, I know. Yeah, I know about that.
Jay-Z and Busta Rhymes, I think.
You're right.
Yeah, okay.
That's cool.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And you are, that's Big Easy.
Yeah.
Okay, you are?
I'm Bullard from Detroit, Michigan. Bullard. Yep. Bullard. Bull
Bullard.
Yep, from Detroit, Michigan.
Well, you guys need a nickname, I guess. You got to have a D.
Yeah, they call me Bull because I love to take charge on the court.
No, there you go. I thought there was a boat taken and all that. Yeah, it is.
I'm Buckets. Buckets Blakes.
Buckets Blakes. Yeah, everybody's got a nickname.
Yeah. What's your name?
Huh? Well, they used to call me the Flatbush Flash.
The Flatbush
My
Flash.
name is Herb Malsman, but they used to call me Flatbush Flash.
We got a teammate named Herb Lane. Herb Flight Time Lane.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Flight Time.
Yeah, they call me Flat. I was a messenger. I was there as a messenger, and I was pocketing the travel money and walking. So I got to be known as the Flatbush Flash.
I thought it was because of camera speed.
No.
Okay.
Right, because I
Camera, I
pocketed
get
the
I already met you.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
And here's Globey. How you doing, Globey? Oh, Globey don't talk.
Yeah, he's a mime.
Globey don't play that. Okay.
Yeah, Globey don't play that.
Yeah,
I got you. I remember that on Living Television.
Yo, good stuff. Okay. Okay, so there are the guys. There are 5 of them here, and that's who's here. And as I said, the folks riding into Atlantic Terminal are going to be pretty surprised by who's going to be getting on board. Let's pause. Okay, our train is arriving on track 3, and let's see what our time is right now. Our time right now is 1:16, so we're running a little bit late, but the train is arriving on track 3. And we've done our interviews, and we're just going to pause till we get to Atlantic Terminal, then we'll take off from there. So we'll let the guys enjoy the ride and experience the moment. Let's pause again. You're listening to New York City Visions. I'm your host and fellow New Yorker, Herb Malsman, but we're in Brooklyn today. We're actually in Queens at Jamaica Terminal, heading on the LIRR to Atlantic Terminal and to Barclays Center. And so it's Brooklyn Visions by way of Bay Ridge, coming through Manhattan to Queens and to Brooklyn. So Brooklyn Visions, and that's the route we took. Here we go. Train's coming in. Let's pause. Here we go. All right, let's keep this going. Come on. All right, we're going to get some reaction as we come in. I'll get a little reaction as we come in. This is totally unexpected. The folks taking the train in today. This is totally unexpected. Is this unexpected?
Excuse me?
Is this unexpected?
Yes.
Did you expect to be with the Globetrotters today? No. Okay, we're just going to run this out. More pictures being taken. Lots of photographers here. And yeah, you're gonna see some surprise people where we go. Okay, we're all going in. We're gonna see some surprise people on this train, aren't we? Okay, we're coming through. We're going to get some reaction going through. All the media's coming through here. I'm right in the midst of all this. And just, okay, here we are. The guy. Did you expect this?
No.
What do you think, huh?
Oh my goodness.
You like the company today?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's a lot different than usual.
Come on, go.
The Harlem Globetrotters are in the house. Okay.
No, you stay. Here, come sit with me.
Okay.
Hey, Globey, can you sit on the other side?
Okay,
Yeah,
Globey's
that's it.
being asked to move to the other side. Holy cow. Globey.
Excuse me, if you could get out of the way, excuse me.
Taking pictures here. Let me get out of the way. Is this a surprise?
I guess so. Yes,
What do you think? You like your traveling companions today?
That's definitely a surprise.
Yeah, there you go. How about those traveling companions?
I don't know if it's track one. I think we're pulling into track one.
It's a fun ride today, huh? You applauded it. A Jets fan. Oh, look out. A Jets fan. Jets are going to rule the world this year. Yeah, you're a sports guy. You're on board with the Harlem Globetrotters today.
I see that.
Wow. Exciting, huh?
Yeah, exciting. It was good.
Okay, this guy's taking pictures. How you doing?
I'm good.
Looks like a fun ride today, huh?
It is fantastic.
It's amazing, huh?
Amazing.
Okay.
How y'all doing?
They've traveled the globe, now they're going to Brooklyn.
I'm trying to see what's all happening back here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's what's happening, guys. You got the Globetrotters with today. Good ride? Good ride today? Having fun?
Yeah.
Okay, having fun?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Okay, just got a press release here.
I was just going to see what's up.
We just got to move through there. Okay, that's what's happening on the train. A lot of surprise and a lot of happy. One guy could care less, but everybody else is having a good time. One guy said, "Yeah, it's okay," but everybody else is having fun taking pictures. As I mentioned, the NBA, you'll make more money, but you won't come anywhere close to the history and legend of being part of the Harlem Globetrotters. This, folks, is history. This is, they've got a lot of frequent flyer miles, these guys. Okay, so that's it. More pictures being taken. Okay, that's it. I think that's going to be it for part one. These guys spinning the basketball. All right, okay. Okay, so that's what we got going here. That's what we got going. I'm going to put this down. Press it. Oh, there you go. The Flatbush Flash. I haven't told my nickname story in years. I have finally got to tell my nickname. My daughter calls me Bags, but Flatbush Flash was my official nickname as a late teen messenger in New York City. So that's so we've all got a nickname here today. What is your nickname? If you're listening to this on YouTube, why don't you post a comment? And what is your nickname? Since we're talking nicknames today, let's do some nicknames. So again, if you're listening on YouTube, tell us what your nickname is. Join the fun. Okay, that's it. We finished with part one. We're going to see when we get the. Oh my God, this guy's bouncing this thing on his head. Oh my goodness, look at this. Okay, so that's what's going on. Okay, you are listening to New York City Vision, Brooklyn Visions. I'm your host, fellow Brooklynite, Herb Malsman. Again, we're on the train heading to Long Island Railroad to Atlantic Terminal in Brooklyn, where Barclays Center is about getting ready to open its debut season with the Brooklyn Nets. It is the first pro team in Brooklyn since 1957 when the Dodgers left. The location where Barclays Center is where the Dodgers wanted to play in 1958 but were denied the opportunity because of the traffic congestion potential. So they wound up in Los Angeles. So for the first time in 54 years, the fourth largest city in America is going to have a professional sports franchise playing here. Not to forget the Brooklyn Cyclone. Also the New York Mets, a Class A team, plays in Coney Island, but of course it is a monolithic franchise. Okay, that's it. Again, I'm your host and fellow New Yorker, Brooklyn, Herb Malsman. We're going to shut down and we'll open up part 2 in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center to see what's happening there. Okay, thanks for tuning in to part 1. We'll see you at part 2. Bye-bye. No, the Long Island Railroad Jamaica Terminal in Queens. It's off Sutphin and Archer Avenue. Sutphin Boulevard and Archer Avenue, you get the LIRR here. You get subways, you head to the JFK air train stops here, so you get the Kennedy from here. What we're doing here today is we are going to be boarding the 113 LIRR Long Island Railroad train to the Atlantic Terminal. And at Atlantic Terminal, we are going to be stepping inside Barclays Center. It's at Atlantic and right around Flatbush Avenue, and right there, we'll get the exact address as we go. Happening today, the first game that's going to be played at Barclays Center will not be the Brooklyn Nets. It will be the Harlem Globetrotters who will be opening up proceedings at Barclays Center. The Harlem Globetrotters. They're going to be here. We're going to be taking a train with them, the train, the 113 to Atlantic Terminal. I see some fellow press people coming through, so I guess I'm on the right track. We're going to be joining the Harlem Globetrotters for their ride to Barclays Center. Then from there, I think there's a press conference. I'm not certain, but that's going to be what we're going to be doing today. I do want to say I wrote a lot of notes. I filled out did a lot of paperwork last night online, checking out the Harlem Globetrotters history, checking out the area. I don't think I mentioned that the Dodgers initially, Ebbets Field, where they played in Brooklyn, only held 32,000 people. So what they did is the Dodgers wanted to move. It was time to move. They were outgrowing the field. They were outgrowing it. They wanted to move to Atlantic Terminal, just around Atlantic Terminal, where we're heading now. Robin Moses, who's a city planner. Welcome to New York City Visions. I'm your host and fellow New Yorker, Herb Malsman. New York City, this is really not New York City Visions today. Today is a component of New York City Visions. It's Brooklyn Visions. But we're in the borough of Queens here in New York City. We're heading to Brooklyn. The time right now is going on 1 o'clock. It's about 12:59. It is September 13th, 2012. It is a beautiful, let me say again, beautiful late summer day here in New York City. What we're going to be doing, we're at the Jamaica Terminal. What stands out about where we're heading today is the Brooklyn Dodgers. Now, Brooklyn is the fourth largest city in America, and that it took from 1958 to right now to have a major pro team in Brooklyn is pretty incredible. The Brooklyn Nets came from New Jersey. They were the Long Island Nets. They moved to New Jersey. The New Jersey Nets, they played in the Meadowlands where the Giants play and the Jets and all that. And this coming season, 2013, they will be playing their home games at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. What's